Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katelyn, and today we are doing a very fun and special video. Today we are collaborating with Ace of Clay. I am so excited for this collaboration. I have loved his work for so long. His sculptures are amazing, and we were chatting on Twitter recently, and he wanted to sculpt one of my original creatures. So I am super excited to jump in and design a monster for him to sculpt. But let's see what message he sent me. I told him that I wanted him to give me a prompt or like a characteristic to challenge me with, so let's see what he gave me.
Hey Katelyn, Ace of Clay here. I am so excited for this collaboration. I cannot wait to bring your character to life. I do want to give you total creative freedom with this guy, but I will say I just want it to be creepy, and you can do whatever you want. You are so talented, you are so creative, and I totally trust you to come up with something really cool that I can bring into the third dimension. So, with all that said, I will see you on the other side.
Well, I am super excited to do something creepy. I love making creepy creatures. I have like the series that I do where I make like kids villains, Dark Souls monsters, and making them super creepy, and I just really have a soft spot for creepy creatures. So I'm really excited to jump in and make this. I'm thinking what we could do today is we're gonna make a creepy monster, but we're also gonna try to do like a monster mash. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick two random animals that we're going to combine and make into a creepy creature. I think I'm gonna leave this pretty open, so it's not gonna be a straight cut and paste like these two monsters together. I'm just gonna really bring in a lot of creepy elements and try to make this thing super scary and awesome to sculpt in 3D. Alright guys, so I have my random animal generator. I'll put a link down in the description below for you guys to check out, but let's see what two random animals we're going to get for our creepy combo. A camel and a hippopotamus. Oh my god. What an interesting combo. Like honestly, I could make this super creepy. Between like the big tusks of the hippopotamus and the really long neck of the camel, I think we could make something really lanky and creepy, but also has like crazy tusks and patterning and texturing to it. Ooh, I'm excited for this one. So let's go ahead, I'm gonna jump in, do some rough sketches of how we're gonna combine these two creatures and the aspect of creepiness, and then I will see you guys on the other side. Alright guys, so we are done with these initial sketches, and I am really liking how creepy this thing looks. Like, I have a lot of lore ideas for this in general, but let's figure out the design first before I jump into the lore. So basically what I'm thinking is I really like the body of this one, and I basically put like the camel teeth on its hump because I have a picture over here on the left, and I think those camel teeth are like super creepy. So I think those would look really cool on top of the humps, and I'm thinking about doing like 3 humps. But then I love the mouth of this one, just having the really big gaping hippo mouth. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna combine the body of this first one and then the mouth of this second one. I do like this humanoid-like one, but I'm really gravitating towards these two, so I think that's where we're gonna go with the overall design. All right, so with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and sketch out the final pose and like all the creature parts together so that Anthony knows what he's going to lay out in general. And I think just in case, I'm gonna provide a front-facing view of that gaping mouth so then he can see like what the inside of the mouth looks like, and it's not just like a mystery to him for sculpting, because I know that's probably gonna be like a weird part to figure out. So let's go ahead and jump in and finish this off. All right, let's get into the final drawing of this creepy creature. So first and foremost, during my rough sketch phase, I just really liked how I drew the head and the mouth. So I had to just pull that over from there to my final sketch. And in this one, I'm just slowly trying to figure out how to combine my two initial sketches into the creature that I wanted. So I kind of mixed and matched a couple parts of these different animals. We have the legs of the hippo and the back legs of a camel. I also elongated the tail a little bit more because I tried kind of a short tail and it just didn't give me the feel I wanted it to have. So I just like extended and made it more of a longer tail. And then I loved adding the humps with all the teeth. They were so creepy and so great, and I thought it really wrapped up the character overall. This one was crazy fun to do. I had so much fun adding so many creepy teeth and aspects to this. I tried to make certain things like in multiples to just kind of give it a weird, kind of alien-esque weird look. I wouldn't say it is an alien, but it's just so foreign to us to see like something with 3 ears on each side of its head, such a super crazy long and wide mouth, and then this long, thick tongue I thought would just add such a nice, creepy touch to it. In terms of how mechanically this might work in the wild, I was actually talking to my husband about how its like mouth would work, because just the way that the muscles would be structured in its jaw would make it really hard for it to close its mouth, because I know this is like a creepy-esque thing, so we don't really need to justify it if it's like creepy lore or whatever, but I kind of wanted to explore the idea behind how that mouth would work. So at least what I'm thinking is how it would work was the tension that builds in the muscles that connect the top and bottom jaw is just always like tight. So while its mouth is open, it's kind of like a spring trap ready to burst. It's just forced open, and as soon as something comes within its jaw's grasp, it shuts like a trap, just like instantly clamps onto its prey, and once you're in there, you are stuck because that tension and that buildup and that power just came crashing in on you. I just loved that idea, and I thought that was such a fun aspect to this. I know it doesn't have any crocodile in it or alligator, and it has a similar mechanic to its jaw like those do, but I just thought that would work really well. And honestly, hippos are known for their crazy powerful jaws. Like, man, those things kill so many people every year. It's ridiculous how crazy aggressive hippos are and how powerful they are. So I know I wanted to highlight that in this creature. So a little bit of lore backstory. I wanted to name this thing before I sent it off to Ace of Clay. If you go watch his video, I'm going to give you a little bit more of like a creepy telling of the lore, but I'll give you a little bit of a preview to it. So first off, I decided to name this creature the Asanja. So that's kind of a play on a word. Basically, I was looking through the different languages that are in Africa to try to find something that sounded like I could tweak it to make an interesting name for the creature. So what I did find, which I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but in Arabic, the word for teeth is asnan. And I thought that was really cool, like a base to start. So I made it the Asanja as kind of a play off of asnan, and just kind of added a different flair to the end of it. I could have just called it the asnan, but I just felt like just calling it teeth would feel kind of weird. So I just kind of played off of the original base word and gave it its new name. In terms of lore, how I would see it is basically the mothers of the villages around like different rivers throughout Africa would warn their children not to go out and play at night around the river. Where this lore could originate from is probably like the children either being eaten by real wild animals out in the plains or, drowning. That's probably a huge problem too. You fall in the water, you don't know how to swim, you drown at night, and it's game over. So this is kind of a monster that mothers would tell their children to keep them from going out and getting gobbled up by either like real monsters in the African plains or the water. I just thought this was such the perfect thing to scare the living daylights out of children and prevent them from going out at night. Because I would personally not like to be gobbled up and then stored in the humps of this beast to slowly die. You know, that sounds awful. And I didn't really talk about that either. I was thinking what would be really creepy for this creature is if it doesn't kill you on its initial bite just by the force, you're just gonna be slowly dying in the humps on its back. Like a camel stores water in its humps to survive the long droughts. This would be a similar thing where it actually stores its prey and slowly devours it so it can last longer and longer without food. I just thought that would be really creepy to have just like people potentially slowly dying in the humps. It's just like, oh, that was like the perfect little last cherry on top of creepiness. I absolutely loved adding that bit to it. Alright guys, we are all done with this creature and I think this looks amazing. First of all, I think this type of creature could easily fit into some type of real life mythos that I talked about like earlier in this video. Basically, some culture in our real world could have this as a really creepy like folklore. I think it would be really awesome in that aspect. And then I think my favorite part is the mouth. I just loved doing that in the rough sketch and I knew I had to carry it over to this final drawing and he's just so creepy and cool and I love it. And then of course, I had to put teeth where teeth aren't supposed to be. I love putting the teeth on the humps of the camel. It just makes it look like it has these extra creepy mouths that it like holds its like captors in. Ooh, that'd be so creepy and it's just so cool. Either way, I am very excited to see how Ace of Clay turns this into a sculpture, so make sure to go check out his video either at the end card or down in the pinned comment below. And I think this is gonna look super sick as a sculpture. Just like, I think there's the right amount of detail to give it this extra creepy aspect to it. And then just the overall shape of the character I think would look really cool in 3D. But anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out this video. And if you're new here and aren't already, I'd love if you hit that subscribe button. We make a lot of fun videos here on the channel. I have monster mashes. I do like reimagining like villains in like creepy style. And I'm also doing a 100 dragon challenge where I draw 100 different dragons that you guys suggest. But either way, thanks again guys so much for stopping by and I will see you all next time. Bye everybody.
And I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up in my email and we're gonna take a first look together. Ha! Are you serious? This is amazing. Wow, I'm definitely getting like hippo vibes from this for sure. Oh my God, look at the detail. Look at all the teeth, man. That's gonna be so much fun.